Yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. Go has caught many different Pokemon over his time on Pokemon Journeys. In fact, as of the writing of this script, he owns 95 Pokemon with over 102 unique species registered on his Pokedex. That's over 10% of all Pokemon as of Generation 8, and he's not done with his catching spree just yet. So I had a fun idea. What if Go suddenly decided to become a water Pokemon expert? In today's video, I want to create Go's ultimate water type team. This video was highly inspired by Pokeferlax's series where he does the same thing but with Ash's team, and I highly suggest you check out his channel and this series in particular. Go currently owns 18 water type Pokemon from 8 different regions. That's enough for 3 whole teams, but I want to narrow it down to just a 6 that would suit him the best. This team might not be the strongest strength wise, but it's just the one that I could picture him using if he were to suddenly become a water type expert. Now this could be him deciding to be a water type gym leader, or perhaps even setting his sights on becoming a seafaring Pokemon marine biologist in search of legendary water type Pokemon. Perhaps he suddenly wants to take a break from researching and catching Pokemon and instead decides to take down a Pokemon League of his own after seeing Ash battle so much. After all, battling is a very important skill to learn when you're out there catching so many Pokemon. Go could even be competing in the World Cup for all we know. This video will of course focus on making a water type team for Go, but I would love if you could tell me which type I should cover next in the comments below. And while you're there, feel free to like this video and subscribe for more weekly content. With all that being said, let's take a look at his ultimate water team. Suicune is arguably Go's strongest Pokemon, and I do say arguably because not much is known about Suicune since he hasn't been used that much and we haven't even seen him since its capture. So for that reason, Suicune will not be joining his ultimate water team, despite definitely being strong enough to be on here. Another reason as to why it won't be joining this team is because Suicune is out there roaming the world, so it'll be very hard for it to be consistently on Go's side. Another important reason is that it would drive poor Yusin's mind into the gutter. Despite not being on his team, I picture Suicune as a standby Pokemon. Whenever Suicune happens to be in the area of an important battle that Go will take place in, then he will have Suicune swapped in with one of his other Pokemon, but until then, he just continues to roam the world. So our first Pokemon to join this list is a rather easy one. If the thumbnail didn't make it obvious enough, it's Inteleon. Inteleon will be Go's ace Pokemon, and I can see his outfit being similar in color scheme to Inteleon. Heck, is it just me or does his school uniform not already have a similar scheme? Inteleon would be the Pokemon that he either sends out first to give himself a massive start, or his last Pokemon that will clean up the house and finish off the battle strongly. Inteleon would also be a massive asset in terms of helping Go with his underwater excursions, like how he did in episode 88 of Pokemon Journeys. When on some research in the Galar region, Go discovers and learns that his Inteleon is capable of Gigantamaxing, and because of that, whenever he's in the region, he likes to do some Gmax training for Inteleon, perhaps at Nessa's gym. Of course, Inteleon is one of Go's best Pokemon, so it's only obvious for him to join Go if he were to become an ultimate water trainer. Up next, I have unironically one of my favorite Pokemon that Go owns, Dewgong. Dewgong offers a secondary ice typing for slightly more coverage that could benefit his team, and it's just adorable. The ice typing will be very useful as one of water's main weakness is of course grass, so its powerful stab, ice beams, and icy winds will be strong counters to grass types. Dewgong offers a lot outside of battles as well. Up until now has been Go's main source of transportation on water, or he offers it to other people to ride when he's in the water. And having the utility as a water type expert is very important. It's also proven to be quite the leader when some of his other Pokemon go a bit crazy. So for all of these reasons, Dewgong definitely deserves a place in Go's ultimate water team. Go's recently acquired Kingdra has the potential to be one of his strongest Pokemon, but only time will tell. We aren't even sure if it will be given to Project Mew, but for now, let's just pretend that he's going to keep it. Besides grass, water's only other weakness is electric, and Kingdra isn't actually weak to them thanks to being part-type dragon. Kingdra can be a really powerful offensive tool for his team with Swift Sim as its ability, and the lore that they hyped him up with in Pokemon Journeys episode 88. Kingdra was described as being extremely powerful, and Go did have to use 2 Pokemon in order to capture it. Its remarkable speed and powerful offense will be important assets to Go's path to becoming a water-type master. I can picture Kingdra being pivotal in his missions. When Go senses that something might be in the vicinity, Kingdra will be the first Pokemon that he sends out to scour the area and report back any findings that he might have found underwater. Who doesn't remember this scene? Go's giant Magikarp is one of his most iconic Pokemon from early on in the series. I think evolving it and becoming a giant Gyarados would actually be kind of terrifying. Gyarados is another crazy strong offensive threat and a Pokemon that I can picture Go riding on in the waters. Because it's such a strong Pokemon and has many different options in terms of attacks, I think it would be an obvious choice to join his team. Lance used his shiny Gyarados on land and it held its own against Champion Leon, but in a water battlefield it would be all the more powerful. Because Go is a smart trainer, he would visit Karina and Gherkin in order to obtain the Gyarados site to gain access to Mega Evolution. He knows that Ash has all these options, so if he were ever to battle his then former traveling companion, he would want to have as many options under his belt as possible. Mega Evolving will also remove its 4-time weakness to electricity, which is something I think any water type master would worry about. It would worry him so much, in fact, that when a trainer sends out a powerful electric type attack, he would quickly change his Pokemon like Volkner did and send out his Lantern. Lantern, of course, has the ability Volt Absorb, which would actually benefit him if the opponent threw out an electric type attack. On mono-type teams, I find that having a secondary type on your Pokemon really helps with coverage and overall brings diversity to what is supposed to be a one-type team. Lantern alongside Dugong would add bulk to his team of sweepers. Having some Pokemon that are on the defensive side is important to slow down the opposition's attacks. Ghost Lantern would also carry the move Volt Switch in order to pivot into the Pokemon he personally thinks would work best and knock out the Pokemon that it's battling against. And now for the final team member. I think that none other than Pelipper would be a great last member. I was wondering what Pokemon would be great to tie the Shimano type team together, and that I ended up going with Pelipper. I was stuck between Pelipper and Politoed, but the reason I went with Pelipper is because of its secondary typing. As I stated earlier, I feel that having a secondary typing is really important and adds a much needed diversity to the team. Another reason I went with this over Politoed is because Missy already has both a Gyarados and a Politoed, so I tried to not make his team too similar to hers. Heck, she even has a Horsey, but I don't think hers will ever evolve, it's too cute. Pelipper's ability would of course be Drizzle, which automatically summons rain into the battlefield, which would be a huge asset for Kingdra, whose ability is Swift Sim. His Pelipper would be the ultimate rain setter, allowing for water moves to be boosted as well. Outside of battles, Pelipper would offer great aerial support, scouring over areas that none of his other Pokemon can. If Team Rocket is still around, I can also imagine it having a funny rivalry with the one that carries the Gacha machine. So yeah, this is my ultimate team for Go if he was constricted to just using water types. If you think he has better choices for a water type team, please let me know which Pokemon you would have chosen for him to use in the comments below. I tried to make a team that would help Go win many battles, if he chose to participate in things like the Orange Islands or World Cup, but also make it useful for him if he was doing many things like trial missions in the sea, trying to catch legendary Pokemon there. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to hit it with a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it would greatly help out this channel. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you can let me know which type of Pokemon I should cover next for Go's ultimate team. At the end of this video, I included a clip of me using this team on Pokemon Showdown, albeit horribly, so if you want to see it in action and see if it can actually win a battle, then please enjoy that. But for now, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.